live. Welcome, welcome. Who's all in here? Claudia, hi there, honey. You're the first one, no? Oh, what is this name? Oh, how do I say this name? I'm so sorry. Dahajan Banka? Daheshlan? Dahashlan? Am I saying that right? I'm so sorry if I am butchering your name, but it looks like you're the first one. Hi, everybody. Okay. I tried to find my matches, but I can't find my matches to light the candle. I can't be on too long. I'm going to try to do a quick one real quick and then come back on in a little while. My daughter's trying to put Christmas lights on and she needs my help and whatever. It's been procrastination. Anyways, guys, let's see what's going on. Lahana, hi. Rachel, hi from England. Leo Queen, hi. Logan, good to see you. Sag Madge, hi, honey. All right. Guys, I felt like a good reading today would be for the Divine Feminine and asking, is this guy or girl for some of you guys the right person for you? Like, are they the right one for you? A lot of us have that question, and I think we deserve some answers because you know, a lot of you guys are with somebody, you're in a relationship, or you're talking to someone, but you don't know if they're the right person. Your birthday's tomorrow? Oh, that's great. Your birthday's tomorrow. Happy early birthday. Let's see if I can hook something up tomorrow for you. Today's my grandpa's 80th birthday, my mom's dad. So we're going to be celebrating his birthday later. Time flies, guys. Holy Spirit, please use these tarot cards to guide and direct me in an honest and truthful message. I feel that the Divine Feminine should know, against all odds, if this is the right person for her or him or not. Is this the right person? Is this going somewhere good? What do you want to say? Reach out from the higher self, please. Just reach out. Reach out and give me a message. Okay, let's see what I'm working with. The number is going to mean something. Whatever number comes out. 7. The number 7 means something. Could be a number 7 life path. I just saw 47 seconds, 27 people, and 7 thumbs up. See, 7. Something's going on with 7 or 777. 777. Maybe 007. I don't know, but 7's going to be a significator for you. Just as a sign, you know, an omen. Okay? The 7 is a spiritual message. And 7 stands for finalities, spiritual finalities. The 7th planet, Saturn, represents karma. 7 is a very powerful number, and it holds so much strength. It represents endings. I mean, it really does. The 7th day of the week is the Sabbath. It is the day of rest. It is the last day before the new day begins. The new week begins. So we're definitely in an ending of something. Just putting that out there. Bottom of the deck, overall, underall, is the Knight of Swords. And Libra, 7th house. We could be dealing with the Libra with this whole 7 business going on. Anyways, the overall underall energy for you is you're trying really hard to figure it out. There's a puzzle between you and this person. There's unspoken feelings. This is a difficult relationship. You've been trying to figure this man or this woman out for a while. Do they really love me? Is it genuine? Is it real? I feel like they do. Then sometimes I feel like they don't. So you're trying to investigate. You're taking actions to investigate. First card out is the Moon in reverse. Followed by Judgment in the upright. 2 major arcanas to start. Oh, gosh. This is followed by another major arcana, the World. Talk about that ending. Followed by another major arcana. I'm kind of blown away at how many majors we've gotten This is nuts. Back to back to back. The Hierophant. What's going to happen? The Knight of Cups. Upright, which is a very good sign. And unconditional love. Another good sign. And the last but not least, divorce. Oh, sorry, I held it upside down. Divorce. Maybe being upside down for a second was an omen, I don't know. This relationship that I'm touching for has so much to do with the sign of Cancer and Libra. So much to do with it. There's other signs here, but I'm not going to mention them because they're not super prominent, okay? Anyways, this particular relationship was supposed to have an ending and a new beginning, and that was the karma that kind of was destined for the both of you. Is there love in this relationship? Yes. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of unconditional love. I love you no matter who the fuck you are, what the fuck you do, and how you piss me off. For some reason, I still fucking love you. I still do. There's a great attraction here between you guys. But there's so many emotions that are now coming to the surface that still struggle with being pushed down. So there's like this constant suppression of feelings. And I believe the suppression of feelings revolves around some sort of an ending of a marriage. Hi, Lefty. Hi, Philippines. So is it your marriage? Is it a previous marriage? I don't know, but there's some sort of a marriage that had a world divorce Hierophant ending. I'm very torn in your reading because part of it is saying that it's over. It is definitely over between you guys. And then there's this fucking commitment and rebirth. Like literally there's this rebirth. But it's like over, but then it's reborn again. Scorpio, God, your whole fucking vibes is death and rebirth, death and rebirth. And you guys have been reborn, I feel like, onto this planet with each other multiple times. I don't know how many times, but I don't think this is the first incarnation that you guys have had together. So you guys definitely have this vibe where I've known you before, and that's really strong. Under the Knight of Swords is the Seven of Cups choices. It's very difficult to love someone that is kind of a player. Seven of Cups. Part of you guys want this fairy tale love. The other part of you knows maybe that love doesn't exist. Aquarius, the star. You're trying to see things clearly. Am I wanting something that is not real? And I have to accept that fairy tale love doesn't exist, but this love is real and it does exist? Or am I to accept that this is over and I want fairy tale love? It's very confusing for you. There is a tug of war between fairy tale and reality. I do think your relationship has a lot of emotions. I have this sudden rush of tears and orgasmic feelings. Not together, okay? I mean, if you do, that's great. It's not a combo, okay? It's an overwhelming feeling of sadness and tears and so much heavy emotion in the relationship. And then I have this rush of sexual chemistry that you have. So that's the tug of war, and it's just like, boy, you really are confused. Seven of Cups. I don't know what to do, Steph. I really don't know what to do about this relationship is mostly why you're asking me this. You know for a fact one thing. You know for a fact you have strong chemistry with this person and you're very attracted. And that you guys mesh well great in the sack. But what about the other parts of life? And I think that's where the emotions are coming from. You're like, sex is good. Sex is really good. But love and commitment is not good. And that's where you want both. It's very hard. I get that. You don't want to move on because you don't have this chemistry with anybody else, and I don't think you will. So you don't want to move on because of that. The sex and the romance is really fucking bomb. But at the same time, the relationship status is terrible. And you're just like, this is the shit that pisses me off, Steph. And you're probably asking, why is it so good in the sack but not in reality? Why can't I just do both? What am I doing wrong? Where am I going wrong? Somebody says, a really good comment, quantum dynamic 110% resonating. He's July born, sees 7, Cancer, and I'm a Libra moon. He is in another relationship. I manifested him back to here. He's seeing someone, and yeah, am confused as fuck. Very attracted, all match. Yeah, I get that. And a lot of you feminines are asking, why am I attracted to someone that's not gonna give me the love and the commitment that I want? That's a question of the ages, guys, but I'm gonna do my best to answer in the cards. I will say some facts that I know in the reading. This person really does love you. They don't always say it. That's why the moon's in reverse. But they do love you, even if they never say it. B, you've been on this earth with him or her before. You are soulmates. That's a fact. Judgment. C, commitment is a major hurdle in your karma with this person. That's a fact. D, I have to go back to saying this is real love. This is real love. I'm sorry it doesn't qualify as fairy tale. And I'm sorry it doesn't look pretty. It's actually very ugly. It's very ugly. It's a mess. It's a fucking nightmare with the moon card in reverse. It's a fucking nightmare. Part of your reality is a nightmare, not all of it, because the rest of it is romantic and sexy and good and sweet and loving and warm and super hot. A lot of it's fucking good, but a lot of it's fucking difficult. So you are 50-50. I'm hearing have faith that this cycle that's toxic is going to end. Is this the right person for you, though? Let me get more of my feelings in this. Is this the right person for the divine feminine? I catch myself imagining our lives together and how it would all work out. I know you would treat me like a king. Is that a clue? Any of those words resonate with you? I feel like this person has imagined what life would have been like with you. So why are they giving you a hard time, I think, is the second question. Spirit, why? Well, this doesn't really answer my question. But maybe if I look deeply into it, be a good little girl and please your divine man. This person struggles with being a divine man or woman in a masculine energy, but this person struggles with being divine. And a lot of the reason that you guys have problems Could be because you don't respect this person as a man or a masculine. There's something here with that. I don't know what, to what extent, but I feel that this person has, how do you say, an issue with feeling like a divine man or a divine woman. There's an issue there. And that is why this person is difficult. Bottom of the deck for you, I've been meditating and expanding my mind. I'm starting to see. All right, so this person is definitely going to open up at some point and is trying to. We have, I'm sorry I never gave you any closure, but I don't want this to end. I feel I need you to some extent in my life, or it's going to all fall apart. So this person doesn't want to let you go. Bottom of the deck is soulmate. You guys are soulmates. We have a special connection, my love, and we have done this before. See? Confirmation. Spirit, what's going to be destroyed with the World card and divorce? What's going to be destroyed? Is it going to help? Is it going to destroy the relationship? Show me what's going to be taken out, please. All right, bottom of the deck is Sri Bala. Sri Bala. It's beautiful. Notice the color red. Blood, which is the root chakra. Family roots, bloodline, family ties, family karma. There's something with that because down here we also have red with the root chakra. Bharavi Yogini. And there's the root. So there's something that's going to be taken out as far as family roots, family ties, family tree, and ancestral karma and ancestral ties. Whatever's going on with the ancestral root of the situation is going to be taken out. Also, the root of the situation is going to be taken out by the roots. The World card is going to stop something permanently. Number 21, and don't forget, guys, have you been working on your 21-day challenge? Changing your habits, changing your life for 21 days straight so you can have a paradigm shift. And 21, 7 times 3, and I mentioned 777 is another sign. 3 sevens, 21. There's a symbol. Something is breaking. Okay, that's a long one. Sublime Bharavi, fierce with sacred rage, cannot be deceived nor deterred. She is unflinching, fearless, and determined. She causes that which is unworthy of the soul to flee and secures divine protection for the authentic soul path. Her presence empowers our hearts to face our fears and signifies when we are ready to overcome that which has held us back. She gives us the power to fulfill our heart desires and reminds us to embrace our unique path with confidence. The 6th of Mahadaya wisdom goddess, Bharavi, she is the wrathful emanation of Kali Ma and the conqueror of fear. Her name means both formidable and terrifying. Which would we be afraid if we were not assured that this was our beloved Divine Mother? We can recognize that she is fearsome in the sense of divine magnificence and inspiring awe. like a force of nature, powerful enough to rattle something we can revere because we recognize with relief a power so much greater than the small-minded workings of our ego. We can dedicate ourselves to alleviating the suffering we see in the world if what motivates our hearts is strong. Yet we can also take refuge from becoming sad and disheartened in this task once we recognize the divine greatness of this power. The entitled mind of a young soul may misinterpret such magnificence, an excuse for apathy. This is why she must be fearsome to such minds. The fear of God is necessary to trigger inner growth until the love of God is enough to motivate your heart. Bhairavi is a divine wrath. She demands that we meet our potential. There is no playing small and no playing games. Her appearance manifests as if to give you an answer, a reminder to stand up to the spiritual game. Your commitment to your spiritual practice that suit you at this time is strongly encouraged. There are divine forces at your relationship at work that will match your efforts. Progress can be made in a relatively short time frame if you apply yourself to this task. Your progress is going to unfold rapidly. You can accomplish even the most intimidating prospects if you harness your courage to commit to the practice. She dangles your divine carrot to step up. Her power is going to overcome your ego. She is also known as Siddhi Bhairavi, the grantor of spiritual abilities, powers, magical attainments. She brings out the best in you, and she conquers your threats and brings you fulfillment. Her appearance in a reading augurs potential for tremendous accomplishment. Although she may seem very frightening, what she asks of you is often for you to find liberation from your fear and moving right through them. She is the light and the sacred fire of your higher awareness. For Tejas in Sanskrit is the light which provides clarity, the capacity for discomfort without access to the light. Wow, listen to that. The capacity for discomfort, very uncomfortable, without access to the light. So how comfortable are you in the dark? Her light helps us see and overcome the self-sabotage of our ego and instead tune into the genuine wisdom. When this card arises, you are asked to embrace your true passion and allow them to burn and purify yourself from within. Allow the heat inside to burn away your fear. The Tantras teach Bhairavi insights every day in the form of passion, so you can control them. This is why she is a yogini, which is a female adept that knows how to unleash yet guide the wild energies of your being, a sacred, passionate, feminine purpose. Within the Muladhara, or base chakra, this is the foundation upon which the body in this earthly life has a sole purpose. She takes the divine energy from an idea and gives it the capacity to become embodied. She helps you to ground yourself from your authentic nature rather than shaky ground of the over-fluctuating external circumstance. Recognize your inner divine feminine badass and commit to your dreams with conviction. How comfortable are you in the dark? Listen, we're going to get real here for a second. There are things that you like, that you are attracted to, that you want, that you understand, but they feel wrong. You've judged them. What are you talking about, Steph? Forms of sex, drinks, smoking of sorts, sexual preference of sorts, spiritual practices. There are things natural within you that you are drawn to, but you say to yourself, I've been taught to push those away because they are judged as bad, wrong, evil, no good, toxic. I can't touch those things. And either A, you're running from it for forever, or B, you're not running from it, but you're doing it in secret and you feel bad because you're doing it in secret. What happens if you would embrace it? I'm not saying do like terrible, 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 evil, like, hurtful things to people, but things that don't hurt people, why are they bad? If there's something that you're attracted to, something that you want, if it's not hurting someone, why is it bad? And I don't mean hurting another's feelings because you're doing it, because you can hurt a lot of people's feelings by doing what you love. If you do magic, you could hurt your grandma and your mom's feelings. If you do certain sexual acts, you could hurt your husband or wife's feelings. If you do any kind of other acts, you could hurt your kids' feelings. They'll worry about you. I'm not talking about hurting others like that. They need to get over their own ego. I'm talking about if you're not causing harm to another by what you're doing, it's really not your problem if somebody else has a problem with what you do. Be it magic, sex, drinking, smoking, whatever the heck it is. That is your decision. It's what makes you feel good. If you want to dress a specific way, you should dress a specific way. People judge. Be open to your divine feminine. How comfortable are you? And here's where it's going to get tricky for so many people, and I hope I don't turn a lot of people in knots over this. This is where a lot of men who think they're in divine feminine energy may find that they're really not. Here's the test. Are you really a divine feminine? Let's do the test. Because there's a lot of men that think they are. Just because they resonate with feminine a lot doesn't mean they are a true divine feminine. But in the true divine feminine nature, you have a role. Are you comfortable with that role? What is that role, Steph? What is the divine feminine role? Well, I can tell you it is very unorthodox in these day and age. It is not modern. It is not welcomed by modern day society. It is not looked at well. And how sad is that for the divine feminine? How sad that her, and I have to say her because that's what it embodies, how sad for the divine feminine role to be looked down upon. And that is the very problem with the divine feminine's foundation. Oh, Steph, you're getting touchy. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's traditional roles, and I'm not talking about just as women, but there are traditional roles as a feminine. And it has nothing to do with accepting abuse. That was toxic abuse from the masculine, which does not make the masculine masculine. It makes him very weak. Abusive masculines are weak, especially when they feel they need to abuse a feminine nature because they're so pussy masculine, they can't stand up to the real masculine. So they need to get put in their place by a real masculine. So we're not talking about those. But the authentic nature of the divine feminine is the healer, the nurturer, the caregiver, the grower, The divine feminine's nature is to grow. You are Mother Nature in all forms. You grow souls. You grow men. You grow women. You grow a society. You grow. You're constantly growing. You're moving in cycles. The feminine is to evolve and to grow and become more. You do embody divine feminine nature. This is also the nature of the receiver. The receiver is not masculine. The receiver is feminine. And it is also uncomfortably so for many divine feminines today, the submission. Oh, shit. And this is where modern day feminines run for the hills. Do not use the word submission. Not submission. We will not submit. We can protect, provide for our own selves. We don't need submission. And this is where you're fighting your feminine nature. And how long has this been going on? I don't know, hundreds of years? Maybe thousands? We'll be comfortable to say at least hundreds of years. Hundreds of years, divine feminines have grown out of their nature. And it is not the feminine's fault. I really don't blame the feminines. I don't blame you. I don't blame the archetype of the feminine to want to protect herself and become and evolve something else. I don't blame. There has been extreme abuse on the feminine. And feminines don't belong in the workforce. Feminines don't belong in the protection field in wars. It is your nature as a feminine, and I don't care if you're a male or a female in this energy, but the divine feminine nature is to heal, restore, nurture, and care give. How can the feminine nature be in the war zone? It's not compatible, because the first thing you want to do is help the wounded, heal the sick, protect the weak as a mother, even if it's enemy side. War is not compatible with feminine nature. There's no way you could be involved in it and cause harm. The divine feminine will not cause harm. The divine feminine has a unique nature to not cause pain or harm, because the divine feminine wants to heal and love. It is not harmful. So divine feminines are the opposite of the polarity for the masculine energy, which the masculine energy is another story, which is the opposite. They are there to cause harm if need be, hurt, instill pain, protect, fight. They don't have these feelings battling inside of them about what they're doing, which feminines would call morality, but it's not. It's masculines, true masculines don't have that nature. They have the nature to protect against all costs. Protect that which is theirs and protect that which they are in charge of. So someone's laughing because they're very uncomfortable with the feminine nature. So I get that. A lot of people are completely uncomfortable with the feminine nature because you have stepped into your masculine nature. And the masculine nature is very opposite. Masculines need to be nurtured. Yes, they do. Masculines need to be loved, cherished, doted upon, caressed. They need healing all the time, and they need to recharge their batteries. Masculines love massage. Why? Because the feminine brings the chi energy into it, male or female. Masculines love physical touch, because that is where you exchange the language of love and energy. So, all of the feminine's energy with massage is what the masculine needs to recharge. Food. The feminine creates a meal and the masculine enjoys that, but it's a lot more than just food. It's healing, it's love in the meal. It's prepared with love, with the right ingredients, the right nutrition, the right everything to feed the masculine and the family to keep them strong, healthy, and live long lives. Because feminines are natural witches. Feminines are natural healers. We are specialists in herbs and creams and oils and healing remedies and natural foods and sexual splendor. Feminines are the epitome of sexual pleasure. Whether it's male or female, the feminine has embodied the epitome of sexual pleasure. We are masters of giving that because we are masters of controlling the energy spiritually in the room and in the body. So the divine feminine has the throne and the seat of power to bring life, heal life, and nurture life. That is the epitome of what the feminine is supposed to, that's the feminine purpose. It's not to be in submission to the fact where you're being abused or even as far as bowing down that you are less than to a masculine, because I don't agree with the feminines that bow down. That's not at all what I'm saying. But there is a matter of respect. You provide and protect, and I will love and nourish and respect you. I will honor you. I will speak softly to you because I am feminine. I will love and nurture you because I am feminine. I will be supportive of your thoughts and ideas because I am feminine. I am to help you grow and nurture you, and you are to protect me. You are to protect me in every essence. You are to protect my body from all harm and foreign things that could cause harm, sexual diseases, abuse, other problematic masculine energies, forcefulness, any of those. The masculine is to protect that feminine. The masculine is to provide, not just money. This is where a lot of people get confused. Well, they mean provide money. Oh, I mean provide money, yes. But I also mean provide a safe environment, problem-free, stress-free, because the feminine cannot thrive under stress. Third-party energies, stress, not a good environment. Financially stressed environment, not good. The feminine cannot thrive in a problematic, financial, stressful environment. Abuse, alcoholism, those kinds of things, how can the feminine thrive? No, see, the masculine has so much more to provide than just financial. But a lot of masculines believe provide just means monetary, but it doesn't. Masculines have to provide a home and an environment in which the family and the feminine can thrive. So there are some qualities here that the divine feminine is uncomfortable with in the dark. And a lot of it is modern. But what are those? And you're to question your ancestral growing up, the women and men in your family and how they are in feminine energy. Okay? And so you have to think about that. Is my mom and my aunt and my grandma teaching me to be a masculine woman or a masculine man? Am I coming off away from my true feminine purpose and nature? Is this why I feel unbalanced? Is this why I feel like my hormones are out of whack? Is this why I feel unstable? And then you say, well, how can I be a true divine feminine alone? Or how can I be a divine feminine without a masculine partner? You don't need them to complete who you are. But when you are the true divine feminine in your essence, the right person will attract. See, you have to match polarities. When you are vibrating in a strong, ultimate feminine vibration, honey, your masculine will meet you right there. Your match will appear like magic. Your match will appear because you are such a strong attraction. You are magnetic, and there's just no how do you say, there's no force to keep that away. Your masculine will manifest and appear when you are strong in your feminine purpose. But a lot of the times we're on shaky ground because you don't embrace your feminine purpose. And you want to control the relationship. You want to tell the masculine how to do and what to do. Those are some things that are not honoring your feminine. Yes, feminines do have mood swings. We are the moon. This is something else, and men who are feminine may not resonate with this piece, but for the feminines that go through your monthly cycle, your cycle is so sporadic. I mean, it is very different. It's unique for each woman, but it's not just a few days of feeling like death because of your period. Don't forget there's menopause, which is quite a long period. Don't forget there's the menstrual cycles. The feminines go through quite a bit of physiological changes. And throughout the month, you're going to crave different foods. Some months you're going to, that's not what I meant. Some weeks you're going to crave more sugars and carbs because your body needs that. Some weeks during the month, you're going to crave more meat and more iron and more protein because you're bleeding a lot. So your body's going to be up and down with hormones and nutrition levels. You're going to need different things throughout the month. Also, if you're not balancing that, your moods will be very different. There are some weeks you're going to need to sleep much more than usual because your body is regenerating, okay? So you're going to need lots of rest. And it's okay to drink tea and wear sweaters and yoga pants and watch the rain while you sip your tea for a little while the kids play in the mud. That's okay. You need to honor your cycle and honor your body. And if you need to eat sugary sweets at one point because your body says we need that, then it needs it. If you need protein, that's what you need to honor. Rest, honor it. But your masculine needs to understand your cycle and not put you down. Because again, a lot of masculines try to control. You need to get it together. You need to focus. You need to be, the same every day. Like, get up, have a routine. You see all these motivational speeches and videos on YouTube. They're all men. They're all strong masculines, right? Get up, do this, do that every day. 6 a.m. wake up, 7 p.m. go to bed. They're pushing you like on a treadmill to push through the day. Personally, that needs to stay there for masculines. And it works well for some women, but it's a really big masculine thing because they don't have cycles like feminine energies do. They just don't have the cycles. Their body stays equal, level. It does not go through changes monthly. They are not an emotional train wreck. So naturally, they can keep a regimen and a schedule as need be because they are masculine, where the feminines, we're not that way. We're moon creatures. We're creatures of the night. We're creatures of love and romance and fantasy and dreams and sex and passion and babies and good food and massage and comfort and luxury and silky soft things and warm things and watery things. We have an innate nature to be so pleasurable. That's Venus. That's the divine feminine pleasure. We are pleasure. We are meant to be pleasure. We are pleasurable. We're meant to always be pleasurable. And when you're with a masculine, they need to protect and serve that in a way where you can be more pleasurable. And that's why when you give a feminine energy room to grow, room to be who she or he is, and be in their divine feminine nature to massage and caress and cook and clean and give life to children and give life to the masculine to empower him or her to grow in their business and go get all the power in the world that they want or need or money that they want and need. We are to grow them. How far the masculine grows very much depends on the feminine nature that he resides with or chooses to commit to, and she, for that matter. But it depends on the kind of feminine polarity at home for the masculine to thrive, and it depends vice versa. How strong is the masculine polarity for the feminine to thrive? And the reason I'm bringing these up is because this moon cycle here, it is in reverse, So I have to say, in this particular situation, your masculine is not performing to the best of his masculine or her masculine abilities. They are not protecting and providing the way that they should to allow you to be fully in your feminine energies. Likewise, that was easy to hear. How about this one? Likewise, you're not embodying the feminine energy that you need to embody to be the epitome of the feminine that you are. You have a little too much masculine in there. That is not going to create an equal attraction polarity. So because you are not, well, here's the deal. You can't force this other person to change without you changing. That's impossible because they are you from the inside showing on the out. They are you in a mirror. So forcing them to change without changing you first is impossible. But changing you first is going to force them to change. So when you start to claim your divine feminine nature fully and submit to the power and the authority of the sun, of the masculine, you will be your epitome of the divine feminine, and you will be honored and respected as a beautiful, sacred, divine feminine. You will be the temple. You will be the prize. You will be what the masculine wants to protect, cherish, and serve. The masculine wants nothing more in their innate nature than to get out there and conquer the fucking world for you, feminine. They want nothing more than to be powerful and sexy and in their masculine energy so they can turn you on. Their whole purpose also is in some way to serve you because they want to give you all the treasures you could want. They want to provide all the things that children could want. They want to provide the sacred, safe home in which both of you can live. They want to have status so they can be more in charge and protect you all better. So as they're out there striving in this modern world to be the epitome of the masculine, they really depend on that nurturing, loving, sexy feminine to push them out there to do that and give them strength and courage, because that masculine will lack courage and strength if you can't give it to them. So when you doubt your masculine, you are draining them of their power supply. When you talk down, drain. When you belittle them, it's a draining. If they need your help and support and you make them feel bad, draining. The masculine may need some of your support much of the time to get where they need to get, but you as the divine mother are there to provide and to help grow and nourish and believe that every seed you plant in your masculine, every seed of love, every seed of romance, every seed of trust, every seed of anything, and you're going to grow it by believing and loving in the masculine, it will flourish very, very much. It's going to be bigger than you can even imagine. So I guess where we're at here in this reading is this person is the right person for you, soulmate. He or she is. And there is separation that was kind of predestined in your connection. So don't doubt yourself and don't doubt the power of your love. Just because there was divorce or separation or an ending in between this beautiful love does not mean it is not beautiful. It is not worthy, because that which is not worthy will fall away. This card said that this is a formidable energy to cast away your fears and things that are not worthy of you. That includes your masculine. When your masculine is not worthy of you, honey, they have to drop away. They cannot match your level. When you start turning into this sexy, powerful, nurturing, loving, beautiful, divine feminine, and they can't match that with their power and their masculinity, honey, they will drop away. And Spirit says that's okay. That's what needed to happen because they need to go grow. They need to go grow, and they will be back. Because what is meant for you will always be there. If something is not meant for you, it won't be there. It will disappear, and it will never come back again. But if the universe, source, spirit, creator, and your higher self and your fate decide this person is in your life for a reason, not just a season, honey, you will find that person in your life for good, indefinitely. Even if it is a weaving of in and out, they will be there like a rock. They're not going anywhere. So remind yourself that if something drops away with your masculine, let's just say if they drop away, okay, that it needed to happen because they weren't matching you or you weren't matching them. Possibly it's the other way around. You were not matching them. Maybe they were in their ultimate divine masculine power and you were not. Perhaps that could have been an inhibitor to why this situation ended the way it did. But go with whatever version works for you. But this is going to be healed with unconditional love. Do you guys have any more questions on that before I move on? Liga Palova sent me $12.30. Thank you so much, Leva. I appreciate you. Thank you, Leva. You beautiful divine feminine. Thank you. Do you guys have any questions on that? Because I'm about to move on. He feels his cross to bear to care for his mom, but I can't go to him because his family is racist. Oh gosh, I have undying love for him. Oh, Pineapple P, I am so sorry, Layla. That sounds terrible. Pray, manifest that in a whole nother light. Visualize that in a whole nother light. CJD, well, when he doesn't do the masculine things, I jump into that role too. But if I wait for him, everything takes like 2 years. Everything is changing now. The air condition, raking leaves, snow will be here before done. CJ. I like that you said you jump into your masculine energy when he is not. Don't do that anymore. The only masculine energy that a feminine should jump into